So you should be looking at your area and perimeter of complex shapes packet. And it just says area, but we're going to talk about the area and the perimeter of these different shapes. So who can re-explain to me what do I need to do to find the area of this shape? Andrew?
You need to put a line.
Yep, I need to divide it into two rectangles. So there's two ways I can do that. I can do that by drawing a vertical line here or a horizontal line here, okay? Andrew, what do you want to do?
Probably the horizontal.
Horizontal like this?
Yeah.
Okay. And I like to then label these like rectangle A and rectangle B. To me, that just kind of keeps my thinking organized, and I know which part of the shape I've already calculated. So when I look at just rectangle A, there are 3 numbers here. And I know that to find the area, I need to have a length and a width. That's not 3 numbers. I only need 2. Who can tell me on this rectangle what represents the length? Sophie? Which one represents the length? Okay, well, the 2 is, I would call that the width, but I don't want to pick that apart. The 2 is definitely one of the numbers we're going to multiply. Please stop doing that. So we need to know one side that's vertical and one side that's horizontal. So what would the other number that I'm going to multiply be? The 5 or the 3? Kirsten? The 5. Why not the 3? Why are we not multiplying 3? Let's see. Right. The 3 only represents this much of that line. And we need something that will represent the entire length and the entire width. I usually call the length the longer number, but I don't think that there's really a right or wrong there, okay? So what is the area of just rectangle A? If area equals length times width, what is the area of rectangle A? Gage? Right, and I would even just write that right here. 10, and what's our unit? Who can remember for area? What do we call our unit there? Nora? Meters squared. So then I need to look at rectangle B. When I look just at rectangle B, okay, there are 2 numbers. Tell me what number represents the length and the width. Liam.
7.5.
Okay, well 7 goes horizontal and 5 goes horizontal. So remember, I'm sorry, vertical. I have to have a vertical line and a horizontal line. So which one there will represent my vertical line, the 5 or the 7? Which one represents my vertical line, the 5 or the 7? Quentin? The 5. Why? Why is the 5 the vertical line? Addie? The 7 represents this entire line from here to here is 7, okay? We only need this much of that line. Now what about the width or our horizontal line? How long is that? How long is this or this? They're the same. They should be the same. They're both horizontal and rectangle. They should be the same. Dane? 2. How did you know it's 2? Okay, this is the important piece. Is everyone with me? Are we really honing in and paying attention? Because this is kind of hard. I'm not sure we're really honed in paying attention. Okay, so if this whole thing from here to here is 5, and I come down here, that means this whole thing is 5. Well, only this much of it is part of rectangle B. So if this much is 3, this has to be 2 because the whole thing is going to be equal to 5. So that's 2. So the area of rectangle B is also 5 times 2. What is 5 times 2? What's the area of rectangle B? 10 meters squared. So to find the total area, we need to add 10 meters squared plus 10 meters squared to get 20 square meters, or 20 meters squared. Now, who can find the perimeter of this shape? Who can find the perimeter of this shape? Gage. Tell me what to do.
First do 5 plus 2.
Okay, as we mark off as I write them down to add, I like to go ahead and kind of cross them off so I know they're added in already. Okay, then what?
And then that's 7, and then add 3 and 5.
Okay, and then what?
That's 15, and then add 9, because 7 plus 2 is 9.
Where'd you get the 2 from?
No, and then we add 7.
Okay. What about this side? We have to add all the outside sides to get our perimeter. How long is this? 2. So you do need a 2. You just have to, not this 2, that's inside the shape. But this line is outside the shape, and we have to have a number for it. Yes, Nora? Okay, 5 and 5 makes 10. 7 and 3 makes 20, 22, 24, and then what's my unit? What's my unit? 24 what? 24 meters. Okay? So, you might even want to go ahead and label the unknown side. Okay, that helps us. Okay, let's do one more example together on the video, and then we'll turn the video off because I don't want to bore our studio audience. Okay, come to this shape. And I need to divide it into 2 rectangles. I could draw a vertical line this way, or I could draw a horizontal line this way. What do you want to do, Miss Melanie? Vertical this way. So everybody divide it this way. And it doesn't matter when you're working independently. You can choose to divide it any way you want, and you'll get the same answer. Okay? So this one is pretty easy. This is rectangle A, rectangle B. Actually, they're both pretty easy. What are the dimensions for rectangle A? What are the dimensions for rectangle A? Ellis.
8 and 14.
8 and 14. Okay, so for rectangle A, we need to do 14 times 8. You can do that any strategy you want. Everybody multiply 14 times 8 now. What'd you get, Dane? That's exactly what I have. So the area for rectangle A is 112 square inches, like that. Okay? What about rectangle B? What is the area for rectangle B? Who can help me? Callie, what are my dimensions for rectangle B? Huh? Well, that's not the dimensions. That's the area. And remember, the word dimensions means the length and the width. What are the dimensions for rectangle B? 8 times 10. Very good. 8 by 10 or 8 times 10. And that equals 80 inches squared, or 80 square inches. So how do I figure out the total area for this shape, Callie?
You add 16, 14,
No, that's the perimeter, the total area. What do I do for the total area?
you add 112 plus 8.
Very good. So the total area equals 192 inches squared. Okay, so let's talk about the perimeter. We need to add all of the outside lengths. Okay, who can give them to me? Who can give me the outside lengths? Brady.
16,
Okay, mark them off as you write them down. Go ahead.
14,
Okay. Okay. Okay, are there any missing, or is that all of them? I think it's all 2. Okay, so 6 and 4 make 10. 8 and 8 makes 16, so that's 26 plus 4 makes 30. 3, 4, 5, 6. 60 inches. Okay, so I want you to work with the person next to you. It's almost time to go, but we're going to take a few minutes, and I want you to work with the person next to you to find the area and perimeter of this complex shape.